Welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm Chris, the Wolf Crazed Wolf. Some of you may know me as Almighty Onimusha. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a Megalith stream for all the fans out there. We're going to play pretty much every single Titan. I'm going to talk about them, play them. This is your opportunity to ask questions. I know some stuff, but there are things that I cannot necessarily share. But some of you are probably like, well, who are you? And why are you doing this? And how are you able to do this over on the Disruptive YouTube page? Well, currently I'm kind of working with them to an extent, more on an intern kind of basis, working as a community person, trying to increase influence on various social media services. Let me just turn this down a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. I want to try to make YouTube a little bit more active for you guys, so I'll probably be doing some more streams for you guys to come in and watch. Today I'm going to be using the Oculus Quest, and we're going to be streaming through Steam VR. So that is our plan today. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I will try to answer as much as possible, but in the meantime I have to try to get set up here. I'm pretty much set up. As you can see, we're already in game, but with regards to the microphone and stuff, I have to make those adjustments. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do some testing to make sure that you guys have the in-game audio. So why don't we hop right into it? I'm gonna put the headset on, or I'm gonna switch this over to the other microphone. Check. Perfect. Coming in. Awesome. And next, what I'm going to do is make sure that you guys can hear in-game audio. So without further ado, I'm going to switch scenes now, and we're gonna watch game on the big screen. So anyway, do it. All right, so it looks like audio is coming through, which is perfect. Awesome. I also have the chat up in the headset, so if you have any questions or anything, give me a second. I need to adjust it. Okay, there we go. Let's put you like right there. Perfect. All right. So you guys probably can't see it, but I have a chat like literally right there. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so come on, where's my mouse? So this is kind of what happens when you try to stream with it. You do too much and you can lose your controller, but don't worry, we're gonna hop right back into it. You guys probably can't see what's actually happening on my end. I'm just heading back into the Steam VR lobby. So now I've clicked on the app and we're gonna hop right back in. Just bear with me. Sometimes this happens. It's inevitable. By the way, I do have my son with me, so if you do hear a baby in the background, it will be him. All right, so here we go. We're back in. And now my right controller is working. All right, so I have been playing a lot. Real quick, just to kind of review, there is a video on this on this YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check it out, I encourage you to do so. It's gameplay basics. It'll teach you essentially how to play the game at its basic level. So here you can actually just check out the powers of each Titan, so and their description, which is really, really cool. Get used to recognizing the names and stuff. It's important, especially for in-game communication. It's important to know the moves themselves. But what I really like are the stats. So this is lifetime stats. so far on Quest, or on Steam, sorry, on Steam VR, which this is also compatible with HTC Vive and Windows Mixed Reality, so just keep that in mind. But right here, it says I've been playing this for near 13 hours now, so that's just on Steam VR. Over on PSVR, it's well over 100, so spent plenty of time in this game. But you can also check out individual playtime or Titan stats, so blows, kills, minions, matches won, revives, yada yada yada. And right now I've been working a lot on Shade, trying to gather his quests. As you can see, I've got a couple accomplished. I have Cleaner, the Unseen, an Opportunist. Those are the last 3. Aurora, I have all but 1, but we're gonna go through each of these Titans and we're just gonna play around with each one of them. And I'm gonna talk about kind of what I'm doing, what my strategy is, just for your reference, so you have an idea of what that's like. But for those who are tuning in live, thank you so much for doing so. If you want to see more of this, I am more than happy to actually run these streams, especially if you have questions. You know, I have some information. It's limited information, obviously, because I don't know absolutely everything that Disruptive is doing, but as it pertains to this game, I'm informed. Especially for this, which is on Steam VR. We're currently in beta. We're running some tests, making sure, with the help of the community, of course, making sure that, how should I say, all the hardware is working. So over in our Discord, people have been bringing up some bugs that may need to be fixed, particularly with tracking on the HTC Vive and the bindings. Some of the barrier, which seems to pop in. What? I heard double. I hope you guys aren't hearing double. So we're going to start with Aurora, and her role is primarily as a DPS, or a direct, pretty much damage per second. That's what DPS stands for. The DPS is like a powerhouse. They do a lot of damage, and yeah, they pretty much take the lane, run the front lines, and yeah, they do a lot of damage. So she's very, very strong, but that doesn't mean that she's got a lot of health. So she's actually pretty spongy and can be taken down quite easily. But the nice thing about her is if you link all the skills together, she's quite devastating. So hopefully I can show that for you here. I will be going up against bots. I hope to see more people come in as we play. But here I'm running with Hunter. And again, you can learn all this in the basic tutorial, but over here on my left hand, if I press the X button, I can pull up. I can see what Titans I'm facing, so I'm going against Aurora and Tundra. And then there's my kills, my final hits, my deaths, and the number of minions I've killed, and then our core health. So that's always good to know. And then you can also check out your options and adjust those, but and also in there you can check out your abilities, so you'll always have access to those abilities, which is nice. The environment's beautiful though. So because this isn't a tutorial, I'm just going to go straight into it. Now Aurora has she's got really good reach, not nearly as much reach as Hunter. Chain lightning here,
Ally tower is under attack.
It's got a shorter reach, but the chain lightning is devastating. If you can get in nice and close, you can connect your strike of the chain lightning not only to the enemy Titan, but to the tower and to the minions. So chain lightning is devastating, and it's important to use. You also have ion shell here, which pretty much snares the enemy, so you definitely want to incorporate that into your attack. To take out, as you can see, a lane clear, all those minions go real quick. So as lane clear, and also even a damage dealer to the towers, she's incredibly strong. As you can see, I try to lock up Tundra so that I can do as much damage as possible with my Tempest Cloud. So she's got her shield up, but I'm doing a lot of damage to it and she can't reach me. And there I'm hitting her with the chain lightning. Sending out my minions. Now I want to run back and take out these minions quick, so that my minions have, oh hey, so that my minions have freedom to run up without really getting hurt. There's chain lightning. With the help of my minions, took down Tundra real quick. But now you can see, like, my minions are moving in nice and easily, not getting hurt. And I'm gonna use my chain lightning here, try to get rid of those guys quickly. As you can see, like after I had attached a chain lightning to the tower, it started going after the minions too, because you know that's what chain lightning does. I also have this other ability that's my ultimate. You can see it's charging up relatively quick, but with all this here, my rally minions, Hunter, and myself are doing a lot of damage. Now my circle's full with my arms, there's some more rally minions. Beautiful. And I get rid of that, and I could possibly die right here. I think I'm gonna die. I got caught. Yep, there it is. I got caught up on the wall. It's important to know your surroundings. I know the map really well, but man, oh man, sometimes you just run right into it. It's inevitable, especially when you're backing up. All right, so not bad. We took out a tower. They still haven't pushed on ours. Well, they did. The enemy Aurora got a Tempest off, but that's okay. Not a big deal. I almost have my ult. So this is super exciting. They got rally minions out. Now, sometimes I might take a hit from an enemy for the simple fact that if they hit me, my tower targets them. I'm just gonna get these out. So sometimes it's worth taking a hit because the tower will do so much more damage. So it's always good to utilize the tower when you can. Try to encourage them to hit you, unless they're behind the wall. Like if they're back here, I'd avoid getting hit because the tower won't reach them. But now I have my Wrath from Heaven, nice and full. Get that out. So again, my chain lightning does not have a lot of. I can't shoot it from far distances, but that's why I targeted the minion instead of Tundra, so that I could still do some damage along with my Tempest. For the heck of it, why don't we just go for the siege minion? Just for the heck of it, why not, right? So you want to destroy the outer shell just a little bit, because otherwise you won't be able to use chain lightning against it. If you're trying to hit this and you haven't destroyed the outer shell, try to hit it with chain lightning and try to hit it with and you haven't destroyed the outer shell, then it's not going to connect or do any damage. So you got to break the shell just a little bit. There we go. Siege minion out.
Allied siege minion has spawned.
Alright, and that was Wrath of Heaven, her ultimate, super devastating. 2 hits from Wrath of Heaven kills a Titan, except for Tor. There was only one ultimately who can survive that. So while my siege minion is working on that, I'm going to start working on the core. I'll try to reload here. Ah, missed. Stupid.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Ah, she slowed me. That permafrost does a lot of slow. Alright, so same thing with the core here. You want to destroy the void armor there.
You are victorious.
So void iron is a material in the megalith world that provides a lot. It's a very durable bit of matter that provides a lot of protection. Each Titan has a skin called void iron, and it protects the core, and it also encapsulates the siege minion home. So like you'll see Void Iron. Even Void Iron is over there. It's important to destroy that outer shell around the core first. You want to get rid of that iron so that you can actually do damage to the core, because shooting the iron does not do damage to the core. You have to make sure that you destroy that. So that was Aurora, folks. That's pretty much how I play her on a regular.
Choose your type.
Try to play a distance if you can. Use her shots from a distance, and then use chain lightning to connect with other connect with enemy titans. To do that from a distance, focus on the minions or focus on the tower. Just be wary if you do chain lightning to a tower and it connects to the enemy titan, the tower is going to target you. You have to be very careful about that. You got to be cautious. So way back in Discord, like way back in the history, there was talk about doing a flat screen version. There's talk about bringing it to PC VR. As you can tell, as today exemplifies, it has moved to PC. Whether or not it's going to go flat screen, I think that's kind of off the table for right now. But that's not to say that it won't come back. I just cannot confirm nor deny the validity of that. But you know, if it ever does come to flat screen, that'd be nice. But you know, the experience in VR is just so different. Right now it's a 2v2. I know a lot of people are concerned about it being a 2v2. They're like, it could easily support a 3v3. I'm like, yes it can, but in VR that can be kind of difficult to do on this scale. There's my acid spit. I just want to make sure. Let's see. Yep, charge. Yep, range. Okay, just want to make sure I had all the names right. You know, for how long I've actually played, sometimes I forget. So Tor is more of a tank. He has the most health in the game. You definitely want him on the front lines. He's a massive damage doer. So I just did a charge with a rage to do as much damage to Hunter. I wanted to take Hunter out first so that we could focus our efforts on Tor, who has more health. By taking out Hunter, I'm now taking out another factor that could have done a lot of damage to me. I know, buddy. I know. Acid Spit is great. It's to do damage from a distance. Here, bud. Definitely don't want to use charge and hit your teammate. It does do damage. I'm using rage to pick up my speed and get out of there. As you saw, I didn't take nearly as much damage as maybe Aurora would have. I'm just going to do some damage from a distance here. Alright, I'm going to charge in. I'm going to take care of Tor if I can. Got both of them out. And I'm going to let the minions do their job here. All right, sorry about that, folks. My son's just a bit cranky, so I'm trying to make sure that I can get him taken care of. My wife's gonna come get him like a food pouch or whatever. But yeah, so what I've been doing is really just using my acid spit to the advantage that it gives me. Ah, stone block goes up. I gotta take care of these minions before they get too close. Let's see if I can avoid that, which I could. Now they're focusing me, and now that's gonna get my tower to do some damage there. Now I can easily take down Tor. So, good stuff, good stuff. Rage mode, Hunter is just gonna try to get that revive, but it's not gonna work. And now we're moving back up. Because minions, again, you want to play by the same concept, you know, take care of the minions so your minion, or the enemy minions, so your minions can get in there and do their job. The tower's already done. Put that there so it slows him a little bit, does some damage. Aurora doesn't want to do anything apparently. That's okay. Gonna push in with the minions, let them do their work first. Gonna wait for my acid spit to come back up, and then I'm gonna do some damage there. Because any damage I do to the Titans here is gonna be a problem. Tower will focus me. How about okay. Thank you. Alright, easily take down the tower. Tor can be incredibly devastating. So the nice thing is that you probably saw before, Tor's acid spit eats right through the iron, so it does direct damage. It's got that penetration value to it. And there's the victory. Hello, fellow brother. So that's Tor. You want to use his techniques in conjunction with each other. Charge is good to pick up some speed and do some extra damage. Acid spit you definitely want to use, especially when there's a ranged character like Hunter on the enemy team. So you want to use that to the best, you know, use it to your advantage. It's the only ranged attack he has, and it does a significant amount of damage. So use it. And then the charge, of course, is to get in close or get away real quick. Use them all together and you're good. Just be mindful of the skills that the enemy uses. For example, Hunter, when he uses his talisman, which is the healing rod, can help him jump back and evade a lot of Tor's damage. So now we're moving on to Cypher. This is a fan favorite. People love Cypher. I'm not nearly as good with Cypher. So I'm gonna, you know, against bots I'm okay, but against real life people, you know, actual players, I'm definitely not in the top tier of players. Now my friend Fafa, who's over on the PSVR community, he is probably the best Cypher I've ever seen. Just incredible the way he uses the boomerang, the way he uses Rupture. I mean, he's just remarkable. So we're gonna actually review what those are real quick. Once we actually get in the game here. Now we're at the cave.
The match has begun.
All right, so if we look at his abilities real quick, just for your reference, we have the bouncing blaster, which is his basic attack, the boomerang, the tether pole, which is awesome. Tether pole is good for advancing on enemies who are retreating or getting away. You have rupture, which is a wall that can do damage and also protect you. And then you have tracker orbs, which is his ultimate. So to get right into the fray as quickly as possible, I'm going to use tether pole, get close. And the boomerang has incredible distance, so definitely use it. And so does the his basic attack. As you can see, he's trying to get away. I can get him nice and close with a quick kill. I'm going to use that to block the advancement. And Aurora's trying to go in for the revive there. That's going to slow the roll and allow the revive timer to go down. Excuse me. Yeah? Well, where's your food? What'd you do with your food? Did you throw out the food? Yeah? You did? How come I don't see it? No, it's right there. Okay, well. Alright, trying to shoot over the wall there. Got Aurora on the back there, which is always nice. Rupture doing a little bit of damage. Gives me enough damage to get some rally minions out. Now from here I can do a lot of damage, which is nice, without pulling too much of the tower's attention, as you see. I'm far away just enough that the tower's not going to focus me, and the bouncing orbs have, you can literally ricochet them off of things, just like that. So if you want to try to shoot around the corner, you can shoot over walls, and it's just, his basic attack is just so powerful right off the bat. You're literally chucking grenades at people that explode on impact. So to halt their advancement, I'm going to put that up. I was able to stop some of the arrow volley there as well. Now I'm going to back up since it's a 2v1.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Doing enough damage there. I'm going to move in, try to get the final kills. Ah, I didn't reload. Okay, they're not focused on me. There we go. Try to take out some of these minions. My shots on the minions are not good, by the way. I always overshoot. Give me a second, folks. There you go. I know. All right.
Victorious.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm just occasionally muting myself. Fun is not at baseline. He is extra cranky today. I don't know why. So I might mute myself on occasion, but just enjoy. Next, we're gonna review Tundra. Now, in the beta for the PSVR version, she was incredible. She was a fan favorite for sure. Now, what happened to your pacifier? I know you had it. Here. Why don't you eat away at these? And she was a fan favorite. She was super powerful. And she's more of like a shield tank. So she's got a decent amount of health, but her health is extended with the ice shield that she uses. She also can kind of incapacitate people if you use the permafrost, which is pretty much an ice slide across the ground. It can shoot the enemy up into the air, making them mobile. Also has a slow effect, so it slows them down for a period of time. And if they stay on the permafrost track, then they're going to stay slowed significantly. It also has ice shackles, which locks up the enemy. Literally, think handcuffs in ice form, and then there you go. And her basic attack is just the Ice Blaster. It's short to mid-range. Think of a shotgun. You know, if you were to equate it to a real-life firing weapon, it'd be closer to a shotgun. So, and then she has, I'm forgetting the name of it. I don't know why. Ice Age. Ice Age as her ultimate. So here, Aurora is like she is my greatest challenge, because her chain lightning is going to do significant amount of damage. So the shackles there not only bind someone up, but they do some pretty good damage. I can also use the shield to do a shield blast to push the enemy away. Take care of these guys. Like my minions got it. They're all set. Sometimes it's a good idea to reset your shield. So I just activate the ability again and push it to do a shield push. So my cooldown starts all over again. And that's important because when your shield takes damage, that damage stays. So resetting it obviously gives it its full durability back. But as you can see, significant slow. I'm going to take out Tundra, pop my shield so I don't take damage from the tower, reset my shield, and now both Titans are down, and my minions have moved in on the tower. There's my rally. You can, so I don't have to look at my fist, I don't have to look at my abilities to know when I actually have my minions. You hear kind of like a rally tune in your ears that signifies when that's full. Same thing when you're being targeted by a tower, you'll hear a horn. Enemy tower pretty much destroyed. So I'm gonna pop up. Her shield got in the way. So even though permafrost does a slow on the enemy, it actually gives me a speed boost. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wait for my permafrost to start again. You can see I have Ice Age ready. I'm going to use permafrost, get in, activate my Ice Age, and then pop my shield. And try to get the eliminations here. So there we go. So Ice Age also has a slow effect along with stacking damage. So it's incredibly effective. I'm going to use my shield to try and protect some of my minions as they work their way in. Alright, there goes my shield, but at least I protected my minions enough that they'll survive a little bit longer. Oh, why would you run back like that?
Enemy tower destroyed.
So I used my permafrost to give myself a little bit of a speed boost and was able to avoid her shackles and a little bit of her permafrost, although I did walk on the path just a little bit. Keeping an eye on the minions. Of course I could just look over there because they come out simultaneously. There it is. There's Tundra for you. She was my favorite, still is my favorite. I don't use her nearly as much because there are some better Tundras out there, but she's awesome. Great Titan. Will forever be my favorite. Although Thorn is definitely a close second. I think I've spent more hours playing Thorn than I have any other character. He's the last one we're gonna see. So yeah, this stat page is cool. You can see what what your stats are. all of my kills. I got the final blow on, killed 14 minions. Here you can see I'm pretty much almost done with all of her quests, and then the last page, of course, the medals that you earn. So we're going to move on to Hunter. I consider myself a very good hunter. A lot of the players that I do regularly play with, they sometimes we do a hunter versus hunter, and I generally come out on top. So I'm glad to say that I'm definitely a strong contender when it comes to being hunter. And for him, it's all about accuracy. For him, it's just a matter of making sure you get your explosion arrow, your arrow volley on mark. He also has the talisman, which is important. I typically use it to retreat and protect myself, or if I really want to get in close when someone's almost dead and still possibly survive, I might use it to advance, but it's very rare I'll use it to advance to attack. So we'll review those moves again real quick when we enter here.
The match has begun.
So we go into the abilities. You have your basic crossbow, you have the arrow volley, which has a fire effect, explosive arrow, which has damage on impact and also explodes, dealing a significant amount of damage that has an area of effect. So anyone close enough to experience that blast will also get hurt. Talisman, which is a healing rod, so it does immediately gives me some health when I plant it, and then does continuous healing over time. And then solar beam is his ultimate. His ultimate's insane because you have to be accurate with it, but I've gotten double kills with it. You can also shoot through breakable objects with it. So you can see how much damage that did to Tor. Fire arrows sneaking around the corner there. Continuous damage. Roar is gone. Oh, I don't know how she didn't die. There's my advance. There we go. That's an opportunity to use it when Aurora literally had no option. So Hunter is, as in most MOBAs, most hero hunters, they have less health, and their damage is not as great as some other characters, but they have the furthest distance. Oh, I'm just shy. Oh, that was a miss. There we go. So he can do more damage over time because of the distance. I'm just gonna volley that up. Maybe hit a roar. No, I didn't think so, but I did get Tor, so that's good. He's dead. There we go. Gonna get the res. Gotta see if I can hit Tor on his way back. Just missed. He had very little health. So I was hoping to get something there, but minions going at this tower, man. I'm gonna avoid hitting Tor for now, so I can get some distance. There we go. That continuous fire damage. So even though I didn't hit him immediately there, if I'm in range of the tower and someone's still being affected by the arrow volley, the tower will focus me.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Some more minions out. I'm gonna go after the tower instead. Oh geez. There's my evasion with the talisman. Very important that you use it that way. Here's my solar beam. Check out that crystal, baby. Look at those crystals. Almost got the limb. There we go. So powerful. My hand's a bit shaky. I don't know why. That's okay. So you could shoot the crystal or the tower base itself. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to try to hit as much as possible here. Got the core, tor. Tor.
Enemy tower destroyed.
So continuous damage there. Get out of here, Aurora, with that crap. See if I can hit her. Nope, just missed. So close though. He's dead. You can hear that sound like that. That means that you're hitting them in the head. That's another audio indicator of where you're hitting. So my rally minions really took it to them. Those guys are tough. So that's Hunter. As you can see, I'm kind of proficient in him. I get things done real quick with him. You just need to use them in combination. You gotta know when to use your talisman, whether it's appropriate to use it for the attack, to support, or to run away and retreat. You gotta really be accurate with your shots. I missed quite a few of those explosive arrow shots, which is not like me, but I have been playing a lot of the other Titans, so I feel like I'm a bit rusty. But my fire arrows were a lot more on than they usually are, so use those in combination and you're good. You can also force a retreat on a Titan and shoot the explosive arrow behind them so that they walk into it. That's happened to me 100 different times. So next we're going to talk about Shade. So we've gone over a DPS, a tank, another DPS, a shield tank, a hunter, and now we're on to Shade, who is an assassin. Assassins are notorious for being incredibly powerful, and the reason being is because they're generally spongy. Shade is spongy, but he has so much power that you're likely going to win a fight if that were to happen. So you just got to be able to get in and get out. Now, I don't know the names of his moves very much because I don't play him a lot. I do play him on occasion, but I don't play him a lot. So I'm less familiar with the names of the moves, but let's review them real quick. So we have his Strike, which is the basic stab at close range. Wicked Strike, which is a sliding attack, so he dashes forward and stabs the first Titan in his path. Cursed Blades, which have some damage on impact and a slow effect. Stacking, by the way, which you could pretty much bring anyone to a standstill. You have Teleport, which is pretty much a blink attack. You can either move in on an enemy or evade, but it also has a slow effect. If you get close enough, it slows nearby enemies. And then you have Stealth. Those are his attack. So he also has, on top of all the other Titans, the fastest mobility. Not just out of the gate, but in general. So you have to be accurate with those, but you can see the purple there causes that slow effect. So I'm going to teleport, get a little slow on some of those minions and on Aurora. There we go. Gone. Look at how much damage Shade puts out. Like, these things are gone so quick and so fast. The speed of his attacks are just incredible. And his cooldowns, watch this. So watch his cooldowns. I'm gonna activate crap. The names again. Curse Blades. Activate Curse Blades, throw them out. After the first throw, automatically starts cooling down. Right? About 10 seconds. Watch this. Already starting to cool down. I haven't even used them yet. And now I have them again. And then Wicked Strike is 7 seconds. So I could go invisible. I'm going to save it. And with how quickly the Cursed Blades come back, I can just wait and then just do damage to Aurora from a distance. And look how slow she's moving as a result. Ridiculous. And I got her simply with the Cursed Blades. So I could go invisible and use my ult, but the tower will still see me. So it only affects Titan's vision of where you are. It doesn't affect the tower. I don't want Aurora to hit me, although she could probably see me after I took some damage there. I'm gonna back up. My health is incredibly low now. Sniper's still trying to hit me there. I don't think so, buddy. Gotta be accurate with these things, and it's hard sometimes. Alright, so those rally minions are not a problem to me. Come on, Tundra. Let's get him. There we go. Now we're gonna end this. Alright, I'm gonna go to this side so that my minions go in towards the tower here. And now look at all the damage that I do. How quickly I can take this tower down. Look at all that damage. So fast. And go invisible.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Get over here. She's gone. My teleport did some effect, causing the slow as well. Stacking slow on top of her slow. So yeah, Cypher just had no chance there. Take care of this. Take care of these minions so they won't disrupt what my minions are doing. Got some rally minions, let's send them in. Oh, but yeah, you guys can't see it. Almost done with this.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Go invisible quick. And I didn't have to worry about it because my minions got the win. Awesome. So that's Shade, that's the assassin, super powerful, very fun to play. And yeah, the quests are also quite easy to get. You can end matches quickly, so if you want to build these up faster, just delay the inevitable. Just go up against bots if you want, or go up against players or whatever, and just get those done. So you can do it rather quickly. And our last Titan we're going to review is Thorn.
Choose your Titan.
And Thorn is probably my... He's up there. I'd say he's tied for first as my favorite. Thorn and Tundra are just awesome. Tundra's a great shield tank. You play her well. I've seen so many people play her well. My friend Tico, he plays her incredibly well. Thorn is a support. And you'll see what I mean by that. His shots are kind of slow, but they do some pretty good damage. He also has a thorn bubble, which snares an enemy, but also lifts them up. So it stops their movement and raises them above the ground. And actually, if you use Thorn and Tundra together, if you use a thorn bubble and you raise the Titan up and Tundra shoots her ice shackles, it actually brings him down, which is kind of cool to see. Little details like that are really, really awesome. He also has wards, which are little turrets that he can place around, which do pretty good damage by themselves, but minions can take your basic minions can take out one of those wards really, really easily.
The match has begun.
Without any support. And look who I got, Tundra. So let's review them. Okay, you have your basic Verdant Bolt, which is a basic attack. The wards, which are the turrets, which are awesome. Blight, which is a defense debuff. So you hit an enemy with it, and their defense it goes down significantly. And if you kill that enemy, so I'll talk to you about how to use that effectively. But if you kill an enemy that's debuffed, the debuff spreads to all the enemies around. So we'll review that. Vine Bubble, which we already talked about, and then Nature's Fury, which is the ultimate. So the debuff is his greatest asset. And I say that because not only does it do, not only does it allow you to do a ridiculous amount of damage, but at the same time, you can effectively reduce the amount of damage, or increase the amount of damage done to so many different enemies at once. So for instance, bam, I hit one of them, and it spreads. It's incredible. There's a ward. Now you want to, when you're going up against an enemy, you definitely want to try to save about 2 wards if you can. Even though the wards are out, your ability to use them regenerates. So you can see I already have 2 wards out, and now I have 2 more. But you can only have 3 out at once. So use them sparingly, use them for defense. If you have a really good push, that'd be a good time to use them too. Okay, I got one. Now it spreads. So there's my defense. Can't get through that, can you, Tundra? I'm gonna get these guys out. Try to get my vine level out, but with Tundra in the way, it's gonna be hard because it will just bounce right off of her shield. Missed. Alright, gonna put those on defense. Now I'm out of wards, but we were able to effectively get rid of Tundra there. I don't have my debuff, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna wait. I have another ward. I think we're gonna get the revive here. He's focused on the minions. We're gonna get that there. And my debuff effectively hit like everything. So Blight is amazing. I don't know why I can't remember Blight sometimes, but for some reason it just doesn't pop in my head. Drawing back to my wards there is always nice. So when taking down towers and stuff, this is a great time to use that, because it effectively reduces the health so quickly. So quickly. So some of my wards are now striking Hunter, so the tower was going to focus me. Like, as you saw, didn't stand a chance. Now I have Nature's Fury. Oh, she got me. Got some more of these guys. Let's put them out. We'll put a couple up there. It's going to be harder for 100 to get them. But that's okay, because we got it.
You are victorious.
Beautiful. Love it. And that is it. Those are all the Titans for you. A little showcase. Sorry about earlier in the stream where my son was fussy. That is so abnormal for him. He's usually a very happy, non-fussy child, as he is right now. But yeah, that's going to conclude today's stream. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We're gonna head back to the main lobby here. We're gonna switch to my other mic. I can kind of close this out properly here for you. So I'm using the Oculus Quest with the Oculus Link, so you can see if you do have the Quest, it's super effective. It works out really well. It's actually, oh, that's perfect. It works out really well. There's no issues, no hiccups, no nothing. I thoroughly enjoy it, and we just showcased all the different Titans. So if one of them tickles your fancy a little bit more than others, you know, just go and play around with it a little bit. See who you guys truly like, and then stack them up against some of the others. Obviously, for like certain characters or Titans are better against other Titans, and we didn't really talk about that, but maybe we'll talk about that in the next stream. But yeah, man, that was super fun. That's every single Titan, guys. Be sure to hop into the Discord, get the beta key now, download it over on Steam VR, and join the battle, because guys, this game is so good, especially when you have four players to play at once. It is such a good game. So be sure to do that. Get the key, download it today, and I'll see you guys in the arena. But until next time, I am Chris, the Wolf Crazed Wolf. Take care of yourself.